How did a single spark, an accidental flicker in the primeval dark, utterly transform the fate of an entire species? Before fire, humanity lived in an unending epic of fear, dictated by the brutal rhythms of the natural world. The nights were not merely dark. They were an absolute void, filled with the unseen terror of prowling predators. Raw meat, tough and often contaminated, was their primary sustenance. Digestion was arduous, consuming precious energy. Their existence was precarious, their survival a constant, desperate struggle against an indifferent, hostile environment. Without warmth, without light, their habitable world was tragically limited, tethered to the sun's brief, fleeting reign. Disease and infection, rampant in their communities, claimed lives swiftly, leaving little time for sustained thought or progress. This was the world 2 million years ago, a realm of biting cold, gnawing hunger, and an omnipresent sense of vulnerability. Then, something shifted. What could possibly break the iron grip of this relentless, unforgiving reality? Nature itself, the same force that threatened their lives daily, held the first, terrifying answer: uncontrolled wildland fires. Lightning strikes, volcanic eruptions, or even dry grass friction would ignite vast, destructive blazes, driving all life before them. But amidst the terror, some early hominids, perhaps Homo erectus, observed something profound in the fire's aftermath. They found animals caught in the inferno, now transformed. Their flesh was softer, easier to chew, unexpectedly palatable. This accidental discovery of cooked food marked a revolutionary turning point, a taste of something entirely new. But how to harness this power? How to bring the fleeting warmth and transformation of the wild back to their cold, dark shelters? The first step was not creation, but preservation. Carrying a burning branch, a glowing ember, became a sacred, perilous task. Imagine the immense responsibility, keeping the precious flame alive, day and night, against wind and rain for generations. Archaeological evidence from sites like Gesher Beno Yaakov in Israel, dated 790,000 years ago, tells this story. Here, systematic evidence of repeated fire use, burnt seeds, wood, and flints, suggest early hominids understood fire's utility. But it was Wonderwork Cave in South Africa, over 1 million years ago, that provided some of the earliest definitive proof. Microscopic analysis revealed burnt bone fragments and plant ash, heated to temperatures far beyond natural wildfires. This wasn't simply scavenging after a fire. This was human intention, human control, a deliberate management of heat. The power to cook unlocked vital nutrients, previously inaccessible, fundamentally altering human biology. Cooking softened tough foods, reducing the energy spent on chewing and digestion, freeing up metabolic resources. This surplus energy, hypothesis suggests, fueled the rapid expansion of the human brain, setting us apart. Fire provided warmth, allowing humans to move beyond tropical climates to inhabit colder, previously uninhabitable regions. It offered protection. What predator dares approach a flickering, roaring blaze, a wall of light in the consuming dark? The long, dangerous nights were suddenly transformed. Firelight pushed back the shadows, extending the day for activity. This prolonged daylight meant more time for toolmaking, for planning hunts, for developing language, for art. The hearth became the social nucleus, a gathering point for families, clans, and eventually, entire communities. It fostered cooperation, strengthened bonds, and laid the foundations for complex social structures, for culture itself. But creating fire from scratch? That mastery took millennia of observation, experimentation, and collective human ingenuity. Consider the simplest method: friction. The hand drill, a stick rapidly spun between the hands against a hearthboard. It required specific woods, dry tinder, immense patience, and significant physical effort. Success was not guaranteed. Then came the bow drill, a more efficient iteration allowing continuous, high-speed rotation and greater pressure. This innovation significantly reduced the time and effort required, making fire creation more accessible. Percussion methods, striking flint against iron pyrite, offered another path, a shower of sparks igniting dry tinder. These seemingly simple acts were, in their time, peak technological achievements, born from countless trials. The evidence of these practices is subtle: charred wood fragments, heat-damaged stones, specific tool marks. What did this mastery mean for human ingenuity? It allowed for the hardening of spear tips in fire. This made hunting more efficient, weapons more lethal, a distinct advantage over other hominid species. Fire enabled the processing of pigments, leading to cave paintings, the earliest expressions of symbolic thought. It allowed for advanced ceramics, eventually shaping clay into vessels for cooking, storage, and ceremony. How did fire change the very landscape around them? It became a tool for environmental management. Controlled burns cleared forests, promoted new growth, and created ideal conditions for grazing animals, attracting prey. This active shaping of their environment, a nascent agriculture, marked a profound shift from passive existence. Fire-fueled migrations, allowing humans to survive brutal ice ages, crossing vast frozen continents. Without the warmth and protection of fire, the journey across Beringia into the Americas would have been impossible. Fire became a silent companion, a portable home, enabling humanity's global expansion into every climate imaginable. What about the impact on human sleep patterns? Fire brought a new rhythm to the dark hours. With protection from predators and consistent warmth, sleep became deeper, more restorative, and perhaps more dream-filled. The shared experience of firelight also likely facilitated language development, encouraging extended conversation. Stories, myths, and knowledge could be passed down more effectively, strengthening collective memory and culture. Fire became embedded in ritual, in ceremony, a symbol of life, purification, and connection to the divine. From the simple act of striking two stones together, an entire world of possibility ignited. It was a slow, incremental ascent from fear to mastery, a journey spanning hundreds of thousands of years. Each flicker of flame, each carefully tended ember, built upon the knowledge of generations past. What lessons does this ancient mastery hold for us today, in a world often removed from primal realities? It reminds us of our innate human capacity for innovation, for adaptation, for confronting and overcoming challenges. The control of fire was not merely a technological leap, it was a fundamental shift in our relationship with nature. We moved from being purely subjects of its whims to becoming its shapers, its masters, its guardians. This ancient fire still burns within us, the spark of curiosity, the flame of resilience, the warmth of community. It is the enduring legacy of countless ancestors who huddled against the cold, who dared to approach the terrifying blaze. Their courage, their persistence, shaped the very essence of what it means to be human. The first spark, the first breath of controlled flame, a turning point etched into our very DNA. So next time you feel the warmth of a fire or switch on a light, remember the long, arduous journey. Remember the profound, transformative power of that ancient first discovery. Did you know all these intricate details about humanity's relationship with fire? Share your thoughts below. If you found this journey illuminating, consider liking this video and subscribing for more explorations into our past. And for other fascinating tales of ancient ingenuity, check out our next documentary.